Hi friends, welcome back to Adri's Homestead Life. In this video I would like to show you how I pressure can chicken broth, and I would like to show you my absolute favorite canning book. Also we are going to do lots of potting on. We are going to pot on marigold, basil, greyhound cabbage, aubergine, celery, red Russian kale. Come along, let's go watch the vlog. I'm going to pot on these plants. Oh, so beautiful. Smells gorgeous already, this basil. It's called Aroma 2F1. So we are going to put on these baby basil plants. And I'm going to put them to this model tray. And next I'm going to put on my Luffa. I've saved these seeds from 2 years ago. I grew the Luffa and yeah, it's looking amazing again. So it's got 4 in here, so 1 stays, 4 will go to these bigger pots, and then I've got this chili, 4 chili plant in this one pot, so they will need to put it on, so they all got the same chance to grow, and they will grow, carry on growing in this one, put it on the next. And the red Russian kale, I'm going to put this on, and I'm gonna put these bigger pots. So right, let's do the basil first. I'm gonna fill my potting tray with my potting on mix. I've got perlite, homemade compost, nicely fill them in like that, and then give it a good soak. Still cold outside. I always panic this time because I've got all my plum trees are now in blossom, and it's Saturday today, it's 1st of April, and for next week it looks like we're going to have quite a few days of frost again, what is not ideal. It's like playing on a piano. Just pressing these, tamping it down. Okay, that's done. All the basil will go in here. I'm gonna get my rainwater, give it a good soak, just like that. And then I'm gonna fill the other pots while this is soaking. Then make a hole, separate the basil, and that's it. So I'm gonna fill all these pots like that, and then I'll bring you back and show you how we separate the plants and give them a new home. Okay, so all the pots are done, filled with potting on mix, watered well with rainwater, and now I'm going to poke a little hole in each little module, and we're going to separate these basil aroma 2F1, sorry, variety of basil plant. So I'll just keep making these little holes all the way. And another thing in here that just happened now, when I put it in, I like to twist it, because if I don't twist it, it comes out like the hole, see? So it's just something I realize if I do it, just go all around with the dibber, then it just comes out clear. Right, next I'm going to take some basil out. I can actually drop it in here, it's okay. Like that. And now separate it. Try to separate these. See all these roots. I'm getting the soil all over the place. This takes time, a little bit fiddly, but I really enjoy doing it. And I can honestly tell you, I can smell this basil. Or you can hear my dog just having the best time. The munchkin, and just drop it in. Push it down right under these first leaves. So because they are quite, actually the true leaves now appeared on all. Some of them got even gone further. Got 2 sets of true leaves. But smaller that, you see, look how beautiful root that is. Smaller the baby plants are, it's easier to deal with when it comes to potting on. Because if I leave it longer, it just becomes more leggy, and then it's just harder to deal with it when you're potting them on. And this is just fine. So I'm just gonna push it in, make sure all that root it's covered with compost, and then that's it. So I'm gonna carry on doing all this until I finish. And then basil, it's not hardy, so I'm gonna do, this is quite tall plant, so I'm gonna put the separate in here. I'm gonna take them to the conservatory under the grow light, so I don't want to risk it to leave it in an unheated greenhouse. All these, we're gonna have a frosty week coming. I'm putting on this Christian yellow chilies. I try to go deep-ish, just below that first set of leaves. Just push it down. Perfect. There we go. And this one can actually stay in this spot. Just plant it a little bit deeper. Just like that. I'm going to just use a bit more to top it up around. So all these chilies are now separated, and they can happily grow on in their individual little pots. Now my next very important job is to label them, and then they can go inside under the conservatory and the grow light. The next we're gonna do the Luffa. So we just got 4 in there. So I'm gonna ease it out, gentle. Try to be as gentle as possible. They're not super keen, these cucurbits, with root disturbance, but I don't know what to do. So, right, nice big hole right down to the bottom of the pot, and then just push them in. I really don't want to lose this now. Just be gentle like that. Okay. And the next one, do the same. Quite strong scents. Right. Perfect. And this one can stay in this pot. Just fill it up. There you go. All the leaves are now planted on. Now I'm just going to do the same with the kale. And it's all done. So just take it all out like that. And pour a load of kale. I don't need all these kale really. I'll just try use up. It's more than enough what I can fit in this tray. What I actually might do, I might put more than one in a pot. I'll see how it goes, but I'll definitely don't need all this. So beautiful. And I'm just gonna carry on doing this. It's now nicely watered. Again, big hole. I've chosen a bigger pot because they're gonna be leggy, and again I'm just gonna plant them right just under that first leaf. Carry on doing all this and that's all done. So I've ended up, I have some leftover space where I put the basil, and I've ended up planting some celery for the other side of the tray. I've also took this tray out because my next job is going to be to pot on all these aubergine. So today I am canning chicken stock. So we butchered some chickens a couple of days ago. I made a delicious chicken and vegetable soup. I wait usually a day till it cools down because I made like a really big in a big pot. Put it in a fridge for overnight. Next day I remove the fat bit from the top, and then I sieved through the whole chicken and vegetable soup. I left some like a small pot for us to eat, and the rest is just this beautiful golden colored looking chicken stock. And now I've just heated back up. When it was boiling, turned it down. I washed these canning jars thoroughly. I usually use that cycle in my dishwasher. Don't put it in a washing machine, please. And takes about 40 minutes, 30-40 minutes. It's really nice and warm. So I put the very hot chicken stock to the hot jar. I'll leave 2.5 centimeters from the top, an inch. So I just beautifully fill this up. Try not to spill too much. And then I'm just going to wipe the rim with vinegar water. So make sure there's no grease on around the mouth of the jar. And I just use a canning lid and I'm going to pressure can it for 25 minutes. I pressure can usually 20 minutes pint and 25 minutes quart jars. So when I fill all these jars, I'm going to show you how we put this in a pressure canner. Smells gorgeous. Look how beautiful colour this is. So now this is going in very hot water. Got my jar lifter, and very gentle I am going to put this in my pressure canner. So I've managed to have six quart jars and about a pint, but I'll keep that, and we're just gonna drink it because it's really good for you. So 6 goes in. That's it. And then the lid goes on. In my case, I build the pressure up to 10 psi. I'll let it vent for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna count. No, I'm not gonna count. I'm gonna wait for 25 minutes. And it should be done. A nice, healthy chicken and vegetable stock can go to the pantry. I've got a time for a nice cup of coffee, maybe start a latte, and I baked this cake. Sponge cake, lemon curd, sponge cake, really nice. So yummy. I just quickly wanted to show you my absolute favorite canning book. So it looks like this. It says, complete book of home preserving, 400 delicious and creative recipes for today. So actually it's in here, the one what I'm making now, the chicken stock, on 399 page, and it says, yeah, 25 minutes for a quart or 1 litre jar. So what I'm waiting on now, I'm just waiting on till that vent goes, pressure builds up, it's going to vent, I'm gonna see steam coming out, and I wait 10 minutes, and then I put 10 psi, my little gauge on it, and then when it brings the pressure up, then I'm gonna start my timer, but I've still got time for my coffee. Chicken stock is done. I'm just removing the jars and let it rest up to 24 hours. Or tomorrow morning I might Can you hear those lids? Look, all these beautiful homegrown, homemade chicken and vegetable stock. I've got 6 quarts ready to go to the pantry. 2nd of April today, and today's a lovely day. It's actually quite warm in here in the potting shed when the sun's out. I am going to pot on the 2 different varieties of my aubergine plants. The one is called Check Early. I've got my potting on mix and watered, and the other one is called the Black Beauty. So there we go. They really now need putting on. Look how these root system now develop beautifully. What actually I've noticed, because I'm going to pot on my the marigolds, and I've been buying these little pots as an experiment to try. It's like a little bit like see-through green. Actually, I love it how you can see the roots developing on these beautiful plants. So I think I'm gonna get some more of these module trays. I love them. Okay, so very gentle, loosen those roots. Try to be gentle, just make sure they have got enough roots attached still. And as always, we're going down as deep as we can, just where those first leaves are. So where's my dibber? Yes. And then, which one is this? This is the check early. So we go and poke all the holes. And then we're going down, push it gentle. And just under where those first leaves are. And compost is nice and damp. I give them a very good water. And then I'm just carry on potting on these two different varieties of aubergine, Jack Early and Black Beauty. And then I'm going to do next my last year's home saved marigolds, because they go as a companion plant for my tomatoes and just all over the garden. I've got three different varieties: yellow, like orange, and like a darker orange color. So yeah, just carry on doing this, and the aubergine will go on the grow light to the house, because from tomorrow we are forecasting frost for quite a few days, and I need to watch this now. Actually, I'm a bit dreading it, because all my plum trees now, green gage, Victoria plum, damson, all in flower. So this is this time now, and all the worry starts, and comes up all these frosts. But it's only 2nd of April, so we can have frost in here till end of May. It's actually nearly 2 months to go. I always hope for frost-free April and May, but we just cannot predict that. Right, so these jars now been nice and cool. This is the next day. I've already done the test. All the lid sealed. I'm taking the rings off. I wipe these jars a little bit, and then they go into my pantry. So the lovely chicken broth now is in a pantry. So welcome to my pantry. We've canned this chicken, I just keep calling chicken stock, but actually now I'm writing, because it's so important to write what is it, so I know from out of all these jars what is what. However, this is quite obvious, but I still like to label it. I like to write the date down, so I'm gonna put 0423, so it's April 2023. And actually I've called this jar chicken and veg broth, because basically that's what it is. And veg broth, and I'm just gonna put 0423, and that can go on a shelf. So I've got now all 6 jars beautifully present on my shelf, and I can use this up whenever I need it. I probably will fill it up So all this side is my last year's produce. So I think the chicken broth is the only this year's at the moment. I've still got some from last year in here, but because this battery is so full, I cannot start a new rack. Actually, I could have started just behind you here, or you can't see at the moment because it's empty with just empty jars. But yeah, I've got all these things to go through before the next garden season come and we can. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how I make my chicken and vegetable broth. I do this every year, sometimes several times a year. It all depends when we butcher our chickens and if I've got time to simmer it the whole day, because it's quite a bit of a job, because usually it rests a day and then the next day goes to the fridge, take the, you know, the top layer off, you know, the fatty bit. So, and then I just sieve it through, and if I have lots and lots, like this case I really had 6 liters of beautiful broth, well, it's so healthy, I would can it like that and then use it in my cooking. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I probably will make quite a few now gardening season has started. I would like to bring you along, show you a little passion of gardening, growing vegetables, cooking and baking. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.